So 5 Steps for Course Design is a 5-step workshop, if the name didn't imply that already. And so it's a framework and a model for building high-level structure for how to organize your course and all of your lessons in that course. It effectively teaches you how to build what's called a course alignment map. And the course alignment map will contain things like, what are the learning objectives for your course? What are the activities? What are the content and readings that you're going to put into your course? And how are you going to assess your students in those learning outcomes? As a full-time staff member, I have no background in teaching or instructional design whatsoever. And so it's very helpful for me just to wrap my head around what are the kinds of things that faculty are thinking about when they're designing a course from a pedagogical standpoint. And then how do I translate that into a student employment context? It turns out a lot of the principles really do align very nicely. It's been helpful for me to understand how to design training and onboarding materials effectively for especially student employees who really need a lot more things that are implicit to be made explicit for them. Personally, I found the course alignment map to be the most helpful because it really is like a high-level conceptual framework for how to go about designing a course. And for me, as a person lacking that course design experience, it was kind of like a really nice outline that I could just sort of fill in. There was kind of a session for each of the major topics that go into a course alignment map, from like, how do you define your learning objectives? How do you define your content and readings? How do you perform a tech check just to make sure that students have access to the right technical tools? That has been incredibly important for our workspace as we took our onboarding and training timeline down from a year, which was messy and kind of free form, down to about 4 weeks. So I think the most effective takeaways from the course was that it helped to scaffold me as a person managing other people in both how to design information in a way that is consumable and digestible for people who are new to the experience, new to the role or the job. But this is a really good high-level roadmap for you to start to structure how you're getting your students up to speed.